Tired of drowning in my sorrow. Tired of having
this fire.
for gas to start my Monte Carlo. I'm tired of mother me.
I like this.
I never meant to bring you to my room. You cunt, I said fuck it. Took it and stuck it back up in my head. Then I sewed it shut and put a couple of screws in my neck. Brain damage ever since the day.
I'm ranking Eminem above Biggie on my list. I always had Biggie then Eminem on my top 10 list. I'm gonna switch 'em. I got Eminem then Biggie off of this. What's going on? We doing another first time listening to. I haven't did one of these in a while. So I wanted to come back with somebody that actually is gonna be involved with dropping a new album this year. And I decided on Eminem. But I say, yo, I've heard all the Eminem albums, but I actually haven't. My favorite album came right after this, which is Marshall Mathers. My favorite Eminem album was Marshall Mathers. And I thought that album was fire. But I've never heard the Slim Shady LP. So that's what we're going to get into today. It is an hour long. All right, so it's an hour long. It came out February 23rd, 1999. It got 20 songs on it. I'm gonna play every song and say what I think about every song, but I'm not gonna let y'all just sit here and watch me nod my head while each song play the whole time. I'm gonna play some of the song, but you know, that's how we do it. We're gonna go through it because I don't want no hour and 30-minute long video. Let's just get into the album, man. It start with public service announcement. So let's check
This is a
this
public
out.
service announcement brought to you in part by Slim Shady. The views and events expressed here are totally fucked and are not necessarily the views of anyone. However, the events and suggestions that appear on this album are not to be taken lightly. Children should not partake in the listening of this album with laces in their shoes. Slim Shady is not responsible for your actions. Upon purchasing this album, you have agreed not to try this at home. Anything else?
Yeah. Don't do drugs.
Okay, so they start with public service announcement, and this is some stuff that albums are missing today. Like when I say missing, I mean missing. Like just something to really bring you into the album. That's what that just did. Like, oh, this gonna be crazy. So I like how he did that. Now, the second track, we all know this. Come on.
Hi, my name is
Classic.
My name is
Slim Shady.
My name is My name is My name is My name is
Excuse
Fire.
me.
My name is
Can I have the attention of the class
My name
for 1 second?
My name is Hi kids, do you like violence? Wanna see me stick 9-inch nails to each one of my eyelids? Wanna copy me and do exactly like I did? Try sit and get fucked up worse than my life is?
Face it. Why's your face red, man? You wasted.
Well, since age 12, I felt like I'm someone else, cause I hung my original
This
self
beat,
from the
though,
top
the
off
production.
bell. Got pissed off and ripped Pamela Lee's tits off and smacked her so hard I knocked her clothes backwards like Chris Paul. I smoke a fat pound of grass and fall on my ass faster than the
He had
fat bitch
bars.
who sat down too fast. Come here, slut. Shady, wait a minute. That's my girl, dog. I don't give a fuck. God sent me to piss the world off. Hi, my name is...
This is a wow song. The second track, My Name Is, of course I've heard this before. This was the hit, right? This was a big hit. Guilty Conscience come after this. But My Name is dope because it really brings you into Slim Shady, right? It really brings you into Eminem. It brings you into the artist, and he's rapping about a lot of stuff. It lets you know exactly who he is. Just like Snoop Doggy Dog. Like, it brings you into the artist. Like, you know, I think DMX had a What's My Name. It's always good, I think, for artists to have these type of songs, especially during this time period. It's kind of played out now because of DMX, Eminem, and Snoop Dogg. But during this time period, I think this was dope. Because the first time I heard him when I was younger, it's like, who is this? And then he's rapping all this crazy stuff. It was just dope. It was fresh. It was new to the game. Let's go to Guilty Conscience, though. I think I remember this, too.
Years old.
I think
Fed
I
up
do.
with life and the way things are going, he decides to rob a liquor store.
I think they got
But
a
on his
video
way
to
in,
this, if I'm
he
not
has a
mistaken.
sudden change of heart, and suddenly, his conscience comes into play.
Alright, stop. Now before you walk in the door of this liquor store and try to get money out the drawer, you
Yeah,
better think
yeah.
of the consequence. Who are you? I'm your motherfucking
Fucking conscious.
That's nonsense. Go in, gap for the money, and run to one of y'all.
Yo, this girl's only 15 years old. You shouldn't take advantage of her. That's not fair.
Yo, look at her bush. Does it got hair?
They was
Fuck this
wild
bitch.
back in the
She on
day.
spot there till she passed
They'll
the
get
time.
canceled for
Forgot
that
how she got there.
today.
Man, ain't you ever seen that one movie, Kids?
No, but I seen the porno with Son Nubian.
Shit, you wanna get hard off to jail?
Man, fuck that. Hit that shit raw dog and bear.
This crazy. That last scenario was wild.
Meet Grady, a 29-year-old construction worker. After coming home from a hard...
Alright, calm down, relax, and start breathing.
Fuck that shit. You just caught this bitch cheating. While you at work, she's with some dude trying to get off. Fuck slitting her throat. Cut this bitch's head off.
Wait.
That song was crazy. And it was coming back to me as I heard it. Like, cause I remember hearing this. I remember seeing the video. Now, what I think about it, 20 some odd years later, super creative, super dope. What I love about them this time period, they didn't have a lot of the 808, that big old bass drum. I mean, you had artists like Master P and stuff like that. But, you know, the top artists, the 50 Cents, the Eminems, the DMXs, they rapped over unique beats and made unique songs. That's why I think the song sounded so different, because the beats and the production was so different. But this was super creative. Them going back and forth, Eminem playing the I guess the devil, and Dre is like more the angel on your shoulder, and they trying to, you know, guide people through life, right? So very creative, very dope. Now we get into track number 4. This is the first song that I've never heard. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I've never heard no other songs on this album. I heard those 2 songs, then was the 2 hits, and then the first album that I listened to was Marshall Mathers. So let's get into Brain Damage. I never heard this at all.
These are the results of 1,000 electric volts. A neck with bolts. Nurse, we're losing him. Check the pulse. A kid who refused to respect adults. Wore spectacles with tape frames and a freckled nose. A corny looking white boy, scrawny and always ornery. Cause I was always sick of brawny bullies pick. But everywhere
I like the chorus better than I thought I
brain
would.
damage ever since the day I was born. Drugs, what they used to say I was on. They say I never knew. You cunt, I said fuck it. Took it and stuck it back up in my head. Then I sewed it shut and put a couple of screws in my neck. Brain damage ever since the day.
I gotta say, this song was way better than I was expecting when he first started. It really highlights how great of a storyteller Eminem is. Like that's what I got. But then the chorus was better than I expected too. So it highlights how good of a storyteller M is, but then the chorus was better than I expected. So it ain't that many tracks on her, which is good, because it's gonna be shorter than I thought it was gonna be because of these skits.
What's going on? This is Paul Rosenberg, your faithful attorney at law. Listen, I listened to the rough copy of your album, and I just got to be honest with you. Can you tone it down a little bit, because there's only so much I can explain. Give me a call.
This is called
By Marshall Mathers.
If I Had, track number 6.
Life's like a big obstacle.
I like how it came on smooth.
And every time you think you've gotten past, I'm tired of life. I'm tired of backstabbing ass snakes with friendly grins. I'm tired of committing so many sins.
I love the intro to
Tired of always
this.
giving in when this bottle of Henny wins. Tired of never having any ends. Tired of having skinny friends hooked on crack and mini things. I'm tired of this DJ playing your shit when he spins. Tired of not having a deal. Tired of having to deal with the bullshit without grabbing the steel. Tired of drowning in my sorrow. Tired of having
This
to borrow
fire.
dollars for gas to start my Monte Carlo. I'm tired of mother.
Okay, we done went through If I Had, alright? And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Eminem might be going up my list. I'm talking about all time. I already had him in the top 10, but I think he's definitely gonna go up, like, cause it's kind of crazy to me. I've never heard Eminem on this type of production ever. Like where it's like a smooth track. This almost sound like Bone Thugs and Harmony or something like that could have been on this. It's called If I Had. This was fire. So I've heard My Name Is Guilty Conscious, right, before doing this. Them was the big hits. But I never listened to this whole album. I just heard Brain Damage for the first time. That was fire. I just heard If I Had for the first time. The next we got 97 Bonnie and Clyde. But those two tracks, both fire. Let's check out this. Sound like somebody got a car though. And they on the street and
Just
other
the
cars
two
coming
of
by.
us. Baby, your dad that loves you. And I'ma always be here for you. No matter what happens.
This 97 Bonnie and
All I
Clyde.
got in this world. I would never give you up for nothing. Nobody in this world is ever gonna keep me from you. I love you. Come on, hey, we going to the beach. Grab a couple of toys and let Dada strap you in the car seat. Oh, where's Mama? She's taking a little nap in the trunk. Oh, that smell. Dada must have run over a skunk. Now I know what you're thinking.
Okay, this is another creative track, 97 Bonnie and Clyde. Very creative because it brings you into a story. He's saying it's just the two of us. It's me and my daughter, and it seemed like he about to take his chick out, right? So yeah, I like that. It reminds me of different stuff that I heard on Marshall Mathers. You know, it's like this is the story before those stories, like the preview to those stories, you know. So I thought it was dope. Good song, good song. I was a little bit more impressed with Brain Damage and If I Had, but I thought 97 Bonnie and Clyde was dope too. You know, then we got Bitch the skit.
Justin, it's Zoe. Kelly did not have me call her, however, I just listened to Eminem in her car. It is the most disgusting thing I have ever heard in my entire life, and I seriously want to call his fucking agent and tell them how fucking disgusting.
Okay, I'm going to.
This track number 9, Role Model.
You can try this at home. You can be just like me.
I like the beat already.
We record? I'm cancerous. So when I dish, you wouldn't want to answer this if you responded back with a battle rap you wrote for cannabis. I strangle you to death and I'll choke you again. And break your fucking legs till your bones poke through your skin.
I wonder who he talking about.
I'ma even the score equally. Take you on Jerry Springer and beat your ass legally. I get too blunted off a funny homegrown. Cause when I smoke out, I hit the trees harder than Sonny Bono. Oh, no. So if I said I never did drugs, that would mean I lie and get fucked more than the president does.
Ooh.
Hillary Clinton tried to slap me and call me a pervert. I ripped her fucking tonsils out and fed her sherbet. My nerves hurt, and lately I'm on edge. Grab Vanilla Ice and ripped out his blonde dreads. Every girl I ever went out with is gone dead. Follow me and do exactly what the song says.
Yeah.
We take pills, drop out of school, kill people and drink.
Role Model was hard. Eminem ain't missed on this. He got a bunch of skits because we about to get in another skit. But he ain't missed on this album yet. You know, Marshall Mathers, I think, will for always be or forever be my favorite Eminem album because that's the one that I first listened to when I was younger and I heard Eminem and listened to the whole thing and I was just blown away. But this blowing me away too. I never thought this album would be this good. Let's get into Lounge, the skit.
For all the ladies out there, okay?
I like the production he choosing too, or he chose.
Give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my room.
Better than heroin, hitting the booze in the gin. Come here, let's go in here. Who's in the den? Me and Kelly. My bad, let's try another room. I don't trust you. Shut up, slut, chew up this mushroom. This'll help you get in touch with your roots. We'll get barefoot, butt naked, and run in the woods.
Oh hell, I might as well try him. This party is so dry.
Oh, dang, I ain't mean for you to eat the whole bag.
Okay, this was the first one. My Fault is the first song where I heard it and said, okay, this is cool. You know, the other ones blew me away. Like, I thought it was phenomenal up into this. But I'm already about to go in a skit, you know, or another skit, track 12. So I'm almost done with the album. So for this to be the first song, My Fault, where I go, okay, this is cool. This is a pretty great album. Like, let's just be real. Let's go into this next skit though.
Call this motherfucker.
Hey, John, may I help you?
Oh, thank you. I need to make a collect
He
call.
would be so canceled now.
The number 6.
Dance song. Can you hear me?
I like the smooth singing in the background.
My favorite color is red, like the bloodshed from Kurt Cobain's head when he shot himself dead.
I like the beat
Women all
too.
grabbing in my shit's kebab.
Somebody else used this beat.
You thought I was there, now I'm even more so. Shit, I got full-blown AIDS and a sore throat. I got a wardrobe with an orange robe. I'm in the 4th row, signing autographs at your show. I just remembered that I'm absent-minded. Wait, I've lost my mind. I can't find it. I'm freestyling every verse that I spit, cause I don't even remember the words to my shit. Told the doc I need a change in sickness, and gave a girl herpes in exchange for syphilis. Put my LP on your Christmas gift list. You wanna get high here, bitch, just sniff this.
Okay, Come On Everybody is a track that he rapped great on it. It's Eminem. Typically, he gonna rap great on whatever he get on. But I don't like the chorus on this. So I thought that was just cool. My Fault, Come On Everybody, I thought was just cool. One thing that I am noticing though, the production and Eminem's style back then is so different than what he be doing now. Like, it's like he rapped slower back then. His words were just, it had more clarity. But now it's like every time he rap, he be doing like, or every time I hear him, a lot of times he be doing like the speed rap God version of him. I don't really like that version. I like the Marshall Mathers. I'm liking this. This is great. This LP. I like Eminem Show. But when he rap on those, he don't do the speed rap thing. You know, I hate when he do that. Like real talk. But let's go to the next one, Rock Bottom. It got a star by it on Apple Music. And you know how you know this album great? This album got about 6 stars by different tracks. My Name Is, Guilty Conscience, Brain Damage, Role Model, Rock Bottom, and Just Don't Give a Fuck. But let's get into Rock Bottom, track 14. Let's check it out.
Hey yo, this song is dedicated to all the happy people.
To all the happy
people who have real nice lives and have no idea what it's like to be broke as fuck. I feel like I'm walking a tightrope without a circus net. Popping Percocet, I'm a nervous wreck. I deserve respect, but I work a sweat for this worthless check. I'm about to burst this tech and somebody to reverse this debt. Minimum wage got my adrenaline caged, full of venom and rage. Especially when I'm engaged and my daughter's down the last diaper. Just got my ass hyper. I pray that God answers. Maybe I'll ask nicer. Watching ballers while they flossing and they pathfinders. These overnight stars becoming autograph signers. We all
now Rock Bottom was a very good song. I would put it at the very good. I won't say it's one of the best songs on her, but it's something that I did like. I like Rock Bottom. Let's get into Just Don't Give a Fuck.
Whoa, I get your hands in the air.
And I never heard none of these.
Slim Shady, brain dead like Jim Brady. I'm a M80, you little like that Kim lady. I'm buzzing, dirty dozen, naughty rotten rhymer. Cursing that you play is worse than Marty Schottenheimer. You whacking in the motherfucker you bitch your style from. You ain't gonna sell 2 copies if you press a double album. Admit it, fuck it. While we coming out in the open, I'm doing acid, crack, smack, coke, and smoking dope then. My name is Marshall Mathers, I'm an out.
This stuff is hard, man. Like, bro, I don't know where I've been to where I ain't never went back and listened to this. And I got Eminem in my top 10. I know he got 2 other classic albums. But until this point where I say, yo, I'm going to go listen to this. I heard Eminem got a new album coming. I'm going to listen to one of the albums I never heard before. And I realized I never heard this whole album before. I literally didn't know of any of this music. And this is classic stuff. Remember, if y'all want me to do one of these, put it down in the comments. You know, if you got one that maybe I haven't heard, just put it down there. Maybe I heard it before. I ain't going to do it if I heard it before. But if I ain't never heard it, I'll do that album too. But yeah, Just Don't Give a Fuck was a real good song. I really liked it. Let's go to Soap, another skit.
Scoil Montgomery. What do you want from me, Roger?
I know it was you all along messing around with my dear Veronica.
Wait a minute. You hold it right there. Me and that woman love each other.
Love? What do you know of love?
We were destined to be together. I met her on the beach.
Yo, they never should've voted me out of reform school. Deformed fool, taking the shit in the warm pool. So they threw me out the Ramada Inn. I said it wasn't me, I got a twin. Oh my god, it's you, not again. It all started when my mom.
Many stories that he be telling in these songs be phenomenal, dog. As the World Turns, I thought was another dope song. And it almost sounds like the tempo is winding us down for the album to end, and the album is about to end. We got 3 more tracks. I'm Shady, Bad Meets Evil, and Still Don't Give a Fuck. Alright? So we heard Just Don't Give a Fuck. We gotta hear Still Don't Give a Fuck. But this is I'm Shady.
To terrorize your borough. Told you how to slap bitch and murder your girl. Gave you all the finger and told you to sit and twirl. So the billion tapes and still scream fuck the world. So come and kill me while my name's hot.
I like this.
I'm Shady. I like happy things. I'm really calm and peaceful. I like birds, bees. I like people.
I really like that track. Like, I really liked it. You know, they took from Pusha T, not Pusha T, Ice-T, that I'm your Pusha, man. I mixed both of those together. I say Pusha T with his Ice-T in the song Pusha Man, and I mixed them. But yeah, I like how they flipped that, and they did it in a very Slim Shady Eminem way. Now, number 19, Bad Meets Evil with Royce 9.
I reckon you ain't familiar with these here parts.
This old school Royce, too.
There's a story behind that there saloon. 20 years ago.
Asking to come to the dark side, he made a choice and said,
Too hard, yo, I didn't heard worse. We can get in 2 cars.
Ooh, they going back and forth on this track.
First. 2 blind
nice.
panic, whose mental capacity holds that of a globe on top of 9 other planets. Kiss the cheek of the devil and tell.
Okay, I thought both of them did a good job on this. The beat was okay, but I thought Royce the 5'9" did a good job. I thought Eminem did a good job. But man, we're gonna finish this out. I done been hurt a long time listening to these records. We got Still Don't Give a Fuck, the final record on this album.
Am I afraid of death? Hell yeah, I'm afraid of death. I don't want to die.
Facts.
A lot of people think that I worship the devil, that I do all types of retarded shit. Look, I can't change the way I think, and I can't change the way I am.
Right?
But if I offended you, good. Sword, body pierced with this. Living them up, never giving a fuck. Give me the.
Okay, we have went through the entire album of Eminem. It was a long one. You know, I might start doing more of the old school art. They used to have like 12 tracks on their album and stuff like that. It was a lot of tracks, but it's only an hour. The skits made it feel a little longer. I spoke about tracks after they came. Now, after listening to this total album, right? It's phenomenal. I think it's another classic Eminem album. People probably already recognize that, but this is my first time hearing the entire thing. This joint is classic. It's too many songs on her that's dead nice, and then he got 2 hit records on her too. With the My Name Is, and My Name Is the super hit record, but Guilty Conscience is a great record that he put out too. But yeah, man, this was phenomenal. 1999 Eminem. Like, I mean, it's so many great songs on here. If I had to rate it, we do 7 stars with my movies and everything, because that's the number of completion. I mean, it's a classic album. So I think for an album to be classic, it's anything between 6.5 and 7. I would give this a 6.5. Like, yeah, this is up there. 6.5 out of 7. This is a classic album. And some of my favorite tracks from this album is, of course, My Name Is My Name, Guilty Conscience. Brain Damage, If I Had, was standout tracks. I think them were great tracks. Role Model was a great track. Just Don't Give a Fuck was a great track too. Some tracks that I heard and I was like, this okay, was Lounge, or not Lounge, that was the skit. My Fault. My Fault was just cool. And Come On Everybody. Those were probably the two worst tracks on her to me. The rest of the tracks was just good tracks. And then the ones I said at the beginning was the standouts, man. But y'all let me know, what do you think about this album? About Eminem dropping a new album this year? Do you think it's going to be good? Will he be able to put this new album that he dropping next to his 3 classics? Because I used to always say Eminem had 2 classics. He got 3 now. And I'm ranking Eminem above Biggie on my list. I always had Biggie then Eminem on my top 10 list. I'm going to switch him. I got Eminem then Biggie off of this. Because Biggie got 2 classics. I always said M had 2 classics. M got 3 classics, you know, and they high quality. So it's some people that got more, but it might not be as high quality as M. You know, I know some of his future work ain't been the best, but hey, you know, he still got these classics. His peak is still higher than almost everybody that ever start rapping, you know. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this and this new album that's coming. As always, if this your first time here, make sure you sub to the channel, click that like button, check out the other content. I'm gonna make sure I put some more first time listening down in the description, so check those out. And as always, y'all be easy, be safe, peace.